Welcome to the London Outlook for Monday, the 22nd of January 2024. Starting off with the economic calendar, what you can see is that there's no red folder news events for today and tomorrow, which means there's no economic news releases to impact our trading. Then moving on to the 4-hour chart, what we can see is we essentially have created this previously confirmed pro-trend primary leg right here. Although it hasn't reacted to anything clear to the left, what we can clearly see is that we've had this jock of a 4H level, which was validated when the swing structure was broken, and then we had effectively this chain being created, and now today we're reacting to this pro-trend unconfirmed scenario. Nothing much has changed in terms of my approach to trading since last week. Essentially, what we need is the three criteria for taking a trade is 4HOB backing, substructure to target, and then IRL towards that substructure target. In terms of where we are right now, what we can see is last week Friday we effectively mitigated this primary OB and we came up taking out this substructure, which means this 4HOB has done its job and is no longer relevant. A new 4HOB has been created, and thus to continue trading long we will need a reaction to this 4HOB, then looking for that 5-minute primary leg to then continue trading long. However, at the same time we have to consider the fact that there's reason to trade short if we react to this pro-trend unconfirmed scenario, which I'll touch on now when I go to the 5-minute. But essentially, as we're moving down, what we must remember is while we may be reacting to this, there's still this leg to deal with, and it may be valid to develop secondary legs on a 5-minute to continue to look to target this leg. So when that happens, there's essentially reasons to trade both directions, and we need to be a bit more careful in that scenario by paying more attention to the legs that are developing on the 5 and 15-minute. For the purposes of today, until we reach this 4HOB, there's only reasons to short, making our trading quite simple. But yeah, nothing further to add on that front. And then moving to the 5-minute, what we can essentially see is that we're still continuing to the upside now in this as we come towards the end of the Asia session. What I will be looking for is a couple of things on the 5-minute. The first being where we are relevant to the previous high and low of the day. In terms of the previous high and low of the day, this is your previous high of the day right there. And thus, in order to take any short positions, we will need to be at or below this level. I think the issue now is we don't have red folder news events to support trading above this previous high or low of the day. So until price develops a chain or a flip in this area where we can say, okay, we entering at or below this level, there isn't much reason to look for shorts until that point. And then the other thing to consider is just the usual culprits like previous session liquidity. So when Frankfurt does open, we will need to make sure that one side of the Asia range is liquidated before we can consider looking for a short entry. And then obviously as we move throughout the sessions, then the previous session becomes a consideration as such. Yeah, that's pretty much my London outlook for today. Have a good day, and we'll chat again for the New York outlook.